We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
You're either in or you're out. Right now.
I want to gamble.
I never want to hear those words out of your mouth again.
Gambling is not your problem.
Has anybody ever told you before your bad luck?
Most gamblers, when they go to gamble, they go to win.
Those were my mother's dying words.
When we go to gamble, we go to lose. Show me the money.
Get out of here, man.
Show you the money.
Honestly, let's just go. Let's go to Vegas.
Jerry, I want you to say what you would mean it from my floor. Show me the money!
It's the Sports Memory Vegas pregame show.
Happy post-Blackout Eve, one of the most criminally underrated drinking holidays. If I could personally sponsor a single holiday, it would be Blackout Eve. Hope everyone had fun. I hope everyone is ready to get fat and happy, and that has absolutely nothing to do with Thanksgiving. I'm talking about wallets, baby. I'm talking about bank accounts. And if you tailed me last week, buddy, did you have a fantastic Sunday? I hit a plus 800. I hit a plus 380. I hit a plus 215, and I hit about 6 plus money bets. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is the guy that went 0-10. Water finds its level. It absolutely does. But enough about me. Thanksgiving has been synonymous with turkey. Then football. And now it seems like all sports. Currently, you got a huge slate of college basketball. You got the Egg Bowl that we're going to talk about here at the end of this. It's really become a degenerate's dream, really. And I couldn't be more happy because we have some ugly football coming up, and it may not get any uglier than the first game of the day. Who doesn't want to see Andy Dalton going into play Jared Goff, where Detroit's lost 8 in a row at Ford Field? Someone had to be favored, right? Somebody. It's Chicago. This game is so atrocious. I'm going to be so full that if I have any intent on actually watching this game, it's going to be on plus money, which is why I think head coach Matt Campbell bites some kneecaps, tries to get some turkey meat out of this game, and gets his first dub on Thanksgiving. And why do I think that? Well, we don't have Marcus Anthony to break us down for it today, so I'm going to give my best impression, try to give some analysis here, and none of it will be statistical. Not a single bit of it, because I think this is an intangible game. I think Detroit has been this close from getting a win. Shoot, they tied my Steelers. So maybe I'm overvaluing them. Probably not, but maybe. My thing comes down to, everyone's heard the old saying, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. Well, what happens when a coach gets fired, and then a coach gets unfired, and a coach totally should get fired? It's a player's nightmare. It's a locker room nightmare. I thought the Bears were going to have a chance if everyone knew this was going to be his last game. Rally, 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 rally. Or he gets canned before the game, then it's rally, 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 rally. But now, he's not fired. I don't know. I see the Bears absolutely laying an egg. I see the Lions somehow pulling a Thanksgiving miracle and getting like their first win this millennia on Thanksgiving. So I'm taking Detroit. Marcus is also taking Detroit because we're both very smart men. There are 2 bets that I actually like. I'm not really going to bet Detroit money line. That's one of my principles. Never bet the Lions. But there are 2 bets I'm going to make in this game. And the first bet is going to be the 2 workhorses, right? The 2 players that actually belong on a football field in this game. And it's David Montgomery and DeAndre Swift, right? Right Right now, Vegas has them as 154.5 over on total yards. Are you kidding? At plus money, 155 total yards combined at plus 115. That's a slam dunk. It's actually my favorite play of the day. That's a plus money special. And then I also like under. You're gonna catch a theme in this, but unders are going to be the play today. Short week, bad teams. These teams are combined 21-33. How about that analysis? But enough about this game. I've already spent too much time on two cities and two teams that don't deserve it, personally. Let's move to two cities synonymous with strip clubs. Las Vegas and Dallas. Dallas spotting up a pretty big number for not being very good recently. Zeke doesn't look good. Dak doesn't look good. Dallas has no receivers. It's an 8-point spread, yet Marcus, who, he knows a little bit about gambling. He's pretty good. He's taking Dallas. I'm all over Vegas in this game just to cover. I think Dallas makes this ugly, right? I think Dallas wins this maybe by 3-6. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the betting prop winning by a certain margin. I love Dallas 1-6 on this, but unfortunately the number's 8. Right? I'm getting 8 points with Vegas, which is why I love Vegas to cover. Another theme you're going to get today, at least from me, is in these next two games, is backup running backs, right? I love the backup running backs. I love Kenyon Drake in this game. I like Tony Pollard in this game. I don't like Kenyon Drake enough to take any sort of prop, but I love the Tony Pollard plus 175. Zeke looks like he's on the wrong side of the running back clock. I don't know if it's an injury. I don't know. Something looks off with Zeke, and Tony Pollard when Tony Pollard runs and when Zeke runs, you can tell a difference, right? And I think we're starting to see a little bit of a change of guard there in Cowboy Town. So give me Tony Pollard as an anytime touchdown. And then this one's more for Marcus. I'm going to go with his boy Hunter Renfrow. He's getting 3-1 touchdowns. And I don't think this is a shootout. This is another under game. That will definitely be my prop or my bet for this game is under 50.5. No way these teams get to 50. I think this is a 24-21, maybe a 27-21 game. No way it gets to 50 points. But regardless, someone's going to have to score, and there's no juice with Zeke and Josh Jacobs. No juice. Not worth the squeeze. Go for some plus money, guys. I like Hunter Renfrow. I like Tony Pollard. There's 2 first touchdowns that I really like, and one is on the beaten and battered Dallas Cowboy wide receiving core. I like Cedric Wilson at plus 1,400, right? He's going to be the wide receiver 2 there. I like plus 1,400's an awesome value, 15-1. And then Darren Waller plus 1,200. He will be, probably the best offensive weapon on the field, getting 13-1. That's pretty solid. All right, let's get to the best game. But Buffalo's a mess. They don't know who their running backs with. Their coach came out saying Matt Breida is going to get touches. If you're going to Matt Breida to kind of instill some confidence in a struggling offense, then I think you might be in trouble. I think you might be in some significant trouble there today, which is why I'm taking the Saints to cover. What has Buffalo shown 2 out of the past 3 weeks when not playing a cupcake that they can cover anything? I do like Buffalo to win, but I think it's going to be an absolutely raucous atmosphere down there in NOLA, my favorite party city. If you haven't partied in New Orleans, get there. It never misses, much like me. And I think it's going to be really fun. I think you're going to see a bunch of weird touchdown plays. This has gadget written all over to me. Maybe Josh Allen catches a pass. Maybe Taysom Hill actually throws a pass. Who knows? I think this is going to be a wild, ugly game, but definitely the one I will be watching the most of. Yet I still think it goes under. Just because it's wild doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a lot of points. I'm talking reverses that get like 8 yards. I'm talking, wildcats that get 4 yards in a cloud of dust, right? So I'm also taking 45.5. I like this game to be something like 24-20 Buffalo, but New Orleans definitely carrying that. Marcus isn't here. He can't say why he's taking Buffalo. I'd assume he thinks Josh Allen good, Trevor Siemian, Taysom Hill bad, which isn't bad logic, right? That's not bad logic at all. I'm just going, the Bills are a mess, and the atmosphere in New Orleans is going to be crazy. Really hard to cover an entire touchdown in an environment like that. 2 touchdowns. I've already brought up their names. I love Taysom Hill today. I just think they're going to incorporate him. They just gave him a huge payday that I definitely know got covered on our most recent podcast. Check it out if you're traveling. One of the worst travel weekends. Made the drive from Indianapolis to Chicago. I'm in my in-laws' basement right now. It actually wasn't bad. But again, a lot of people are traveling. Check out the podcast. But I like Taysom Hill to score. And again, they said they're going to force feed Matt Breida. Right? They said it. Give me Matt Breida at 4.5 to 1. He's plus 350 to score. So give me that. Bench Singletary, guys. Here's 2 fantasy. We don't cover fantasy enough on this podcast. I need to do a better job of that. It's certainly more on the gambling side of things. But here's 2 fantasy anecdotes. That for some reason, my buddy Steve, we've had him on a few of the podcasts. He won't listen to me. Mark Ingram's out, guys. He ain't playing. He has a slight meniscus tear. He's not playing. It's a Tony Jones show. I don't think he puts up huge numbers. I think he's good for low double digits, 12, 15 points. But very solid. If you have an opening on an RB2, pick up Tony Jones right now off waivers. He is going to get run tonight. He's going to be the starting running back in that game. I don't think he's very good, but he's going to get volume, which it's an RB2, right? That's what you want. And then bench Singletary, guys. Same guy, Steve. We kind of we have a little saying, #never Singletary, mostly because the Bills just don't use him. But he's completely out. It's kind of like a Ronald Jones situation going right now in Buffalo. He's just fallen out of favor. Zach Moss has done nothing to show that he's the bell cow, which is why Matt Breida is getting into the situation. But anyway, today's slate, just to recap, I'm taking Detroit, I'm taking Vegas, I'm taking New Orleans, right? That's 2 home dogs. I love home dogs. I don't have the stat because I didn't do much prepping for this. I apologize. But home dogs pay out often, guys. It's always, always great, especially on weird days like Thanksgiving. So give me Detroit, give me Vegas, give me New Orleans, and all unders. I normally give you guys a parlay. It was so close from hitting a Michael Gallup touchdown, from hitting a plus 4,000 touchdown parlay last week. So close. Michael Gallup got dragged to the end zone. That was a non-call pass interference. But my parlay for you guys this week, all unders. 41.5, 50.5, 45.5. That's paying out at plus 554. That's 6.5 times your bet. $100 bet will win you $650. If you don't want to pay that much coin, $10 bet will win you $65.50. Still a very, very nice payout. You've also seen me, guys. I also do a just real quick before you guys can all either start pouring your first drink or getting your first plate, depending where you are at in the country. Actually, it doesn't matter. You can eat and drink whatever you want. I endorse it. Live your life. But I got to talk the Egg Bowl. Football, as we show our records, I've been pretty meh in football. I'm pretty sure I just had a son in July, and Mike Leach and Lane Kiffin are going to pay for his college, because I've just made a ton of money. I made a ton of money off Matt Corral and Mike Leach's offenses this year, and they're meeting today in the Egg Bowl. What's the old saying? The immovable object versus the unstoppable force. Usually that's offense, defense. I said my play was the Swift and Montgomery over rushing yards. My second play would be the over in the Egg Bowl, guys. It's currently only at 64.5. This game's getting to 70. This game is undoubtedly getting to 70. Telling you, this has got 37-34 written all over, at least 37-31. Regardless, it's over 64.5. I actually took it at 67. I teased that number up a little bit. That's how confident I am. So confident in both of those guys putting on a nighttime show. Check that out. We're going to go live tomorrow and do entire rivalry week picks, Newman and I, maybe Trevor. So I'll be back here tomorrow. But everyone, seriously, have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Lay off the politics. Stay on the sports. Win some money. I'll be back tomorrow.